the Lion Gaming crew, and in this video guys we are going to be going over everything that Kanai's cube can do for you to enhance your game and to make you a stronger and more powerful hero. So if you are a beginner, this video is going to be aimed primarily at you because I want to show you all the things I know on how to make your cube turn into an essential piece of an essential thing that you use every single day. So the first power we're going to be taking a look at in the cube, on the cube recipes, is extracting a legendary power. So what this is going to do, if you meet all of the requirements, so what you're going to need is you're going to need a legendary item with a special power. You're going to need one of those. You're going to need a Chaldean rune, a Chaldean nightshade, an Elite War Tapestry, a Corrupted Angel Flesh, and a West March Holy Water, and 5 Death Breaths. Or you're probably like, oh, heck hey, Lion, how do I get those? How do I get the Chaldean Rune? How do I get the Nightshade? Well, I'll show you guys how you get those. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to complete bounties, right? So if you pull up your map and you press L2, it is going to show you all of the different bounties that you guys can complete, right? And each act is going to have its very specific bounty reward. So let's say you complete all of the bounties in Act 1, well, you are going to get the first one on the list. So if we go here and we look at our, we go over here and we look at our stuff, you can see Act 1 stuff, you're going to get the Chaldean Rune. Act 2, you're going to get the Chaldean Nightshade. And it just goes on and on. You guys will get it, Act 5, West Mars Holy Water, so each act is going to give you a specific part. But if you guys need any of these resources for hardcore or normal, I can give you guys the max stacks in the game, and you'll be able to use the cube to its fullest potential with those items. So now that we know where to get them, going back to the cube, so if you want to extract a legendary power, so let's say for example this Schaefer's hammer right here, let's say I want that ability that says casting a lightning skill charges you with lightning, causes you to deal 745% weapon damage as lightning every second for 5 seconds to nearby enemies. Let's say I want that power, right? I really like that, but I don't want to use that piece of equipment, so I'm going to put it into the cube and I'm going to extract it. And it says extracting a legendary power will consume the legendary item, extract the power anyways, and you press accept on that, and as long as you have the required materials to use the recipe, it should pop up like that, and then in turn grant you that as a cube power. So if you press R1 on your cube, if you're on PlayStation, you can go over to the cube powers and then you can select that new power that you just extracted. So for example, I can now equip the Schaefer's hammer even though I don't technically have it equipped. I'm going to get that bonus from that weapon. So, moving on to the next power is a Reforged Legendary. Now this power is really good if you want to roll a primal. Let's say you have a specific legendary that you really like, but you want it maybe in an ancient form or a primal form. Well, you can take this and you can re-roll the same legendary item, and not only will it re-roll that, but it will re-roll the affixes that are on the piece of armor itself. So you'll know, oh crap, not what I wanted to do. Okay, go back to the mantle channeling. So I'll re-roll it again. And you'll see how it has different affixes. The first time it had strength and vitality, I believe, and now it has resist all elements, and it now is a legendary shoulder. So all we have to do is just keep doing this over and over again, basically. But to get it to roll a primal, I do want to note that you have to complete a Greater Rift level 70 solo. So as long as you have completed that requirement of the Greater Rift level 70 solo, you will then unlock primals, and you can use this technique to get a primal for it. Like, it's really good for target. Like, let's say I want to turn this Chiliax chain into a primal. Well, if you have the recipes for it or the items for it, you can just essentially do it over and over again until you get that primal. So this one, you're going to need 1 legendary item, 5 runes, 5 nightshades, 5 tapestries, 5 angel fleshes, and 5 holy waters, and as well 50 forgotten souls. Now forgotten souls, those can be gotten from any legendary or unique enemy. They will drop some, and you can also get some at the end of rifts as well. So the next thing we're going to take a look at is upgrading a rare item. Now this can be really, really useful, because all you really need is a rare equipable item, level 70, times 1, and they need 25 Death Breaths, 50 reusable parts, which are both dropped from common or rare enemies. Arcane Dust is also dropped from common and rare enemies, and Veiled Crystals the same from rare and unique mob packs. So, let's say, I really want to get a Bolcathos sword. So what you're going to do is you're going to look at the item that you want, right? So, let's say I want a set mighty weapon, right? So you're going to go over here to the blacksmith. This guy's going to be your best friend for this. You're going to look at his stuff, right? You're going to say, okay, this is Kingslayer. So that's a rare two-handed sword. That's not what we want. We're going to go down here. We're going to look at this. Okay, it's a rare mighty weapon. You're going to go ahead and craft one of those, right? So when you craft this, you're going to get the rare item, and then you're going to take that rare item, and you're going to take it over to your cube, and then you're going to upgrade that item. This is the best way, guys, to get set and legendary weapons for specific types. So let's say you want to get a mighty weapon. This is the fastest way to do it. So we'll go ahead at it again with this right here, and look, we got the Immortal King's Boulder Breaker, and I knew that was going to happen because this is a rare legendary. We upgraded it a rare mighty weapon right here, or a two-handed mighty weapon, and that has only a couple of things it can turn into. I mean, there is a couple of legendaries, but the only set one it can turn into is that Bokatho's Boulder, or Immortal King's Boulder Breaker. So you notice how you can, this is a really good way to target farm legendaries again, and then you can, you know, reforge them to turn them into primals and all that stuff. So that is the upgrade rare item. Now we'll talk about the convert set item. So this is really good. Like, let's say I want another piece of the Trag'Oul set. So we're going to go ahead and put this in there, and we now got the helm. So this is very, very good for converting if you're missing like one piece and you have an extra piece of a set. And it's just a great way, man. It can really, really play out to be really, really good. And it's really cheap, too. It's only 10 Death's Breaths and 10 Forgotten Souls. So it's really, really good. The only thing that this can't do, it can't be an Ancient or a Primal. So, like, that kind of sucks. But look, we just got the Immortal King's boots right there. So, you know, I mean, you know, it's an awesome recipe, man. And the final two we're going to look at is remove the level requirement. Now this one is a little tricky, and what you're going to need to do is you're going to have a Gem of Ease, but it needs to be ranked up to at least level 25 or above, right? And then you're going to have an equipable item. And what it means by equipable item is any item that has a socket. So, it's mainly used on a weapon. It's a weapon, so, you know, or I guess it could be used in a ring too. But either way, weapon, ring, whatever has a socket in it, you can throw that in there, and it is going to let you use that item at level 1. So it's really good for, you know, power leveling your characters if you want to play legit. And finally, the last thing we're looking at is convert gems, and this is any gem. You're going to need 9 of them, and then one of the following: Essence of Amethyst, Essence of Emerald, Essence of Ruby, Essence of Topaz, Essence of Diamond. You can get all of those from a seller. I just can't remember which one it is. I'll put it in the description, though. I can't remember off the top of my head. And 9 of any gem. So like, let's say you had some rubies and you wanted to turn them into some topazes. If you're playing, you know, a different character, you can do that. So it's a really good way to switch out a bunch of gems into one gem type if you really want to, you know, get some more gems to get those perfect ones. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this full guide for beginners on the Kanai's Cube and what it can do to really help level up your game. So if you guys thought I missed anything, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys are also new here and you like what you see, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. We just passed 400 subs, so thank you to each and every single one of you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I hope to see you all in a future video coming out soon. Stay safe, stay happy, stay gaming.